happy Halloween, guys, or All Hallows Eve. There's been many myths, many legends on the cemetery here. And when I was doing my research, I only found one bit of evidence, but it really wasn't evidence. It just, one of the names on the gravestone, when the gentleman passed away, he didn't have a last will and testament. And that's about all I could find. The many stories that have been going on for years. I worked in the office many years ago, probably over 10 years ago, and I was told back then that this side was for the old settlers, and then there's another part across the street, and that was the Indian burial grounds, and that there was no one left, so they moved the bodies on the Indian burial ground. And then on this side, there were family members left, and supposedly they didn't want their family members moved. And it's a shame what the kids have done to it. I would have wanted my family members moved, but they didn't. And I've been here for about 4 years and only seen one person come and leave flowers. And of course I didn't want to go up and talk to them, you know, yeah. But anyway, so I started my research and I went to the Historical Society, and I've told you guys this before. They have no records, no information on any of this. So they directed me to the new genealogy library in my area, and so I went and couldn't find anything. And one of the ladies suggested that I go back and get some names off of the gravestones. And so I did that. But before I came back to get the names, I stopped at the office to talk to the ladies in the office. And they proceed to tell me that it is not a gravesite, it is a memorial. So I thought, that's strange. So I came back, got the names off the gravesites, went back to the genealogy library, and proceeded to tell the women that worked there, and they didn't understand, because they told me that memorials are like a plaque with the names on it, or a statue with names on it, and memorials typically are not with the gravestones on it. So we don't know. And in my area, the street names are all Indian names. And the area that I'm in is called Fort Osage. So, not sure about much. about this. I have no clue. When we first moved in, we had a bulb that covers the light on the ceiling, and this bulb fell on the floor out of the blue. And the ceilings are probably 7 foot tall, and nobody that helped me move in was 7 foot tall. But yeah, there's many other stories from neighbors. I have another neighbor that they feel like people are looking and staring in her window, and her window is towards the back. And I'm trying to think of all the other stories. The first year I was here, in the middle of the night, I believe it was like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, the swing sets here, they make a sound, and I heard it going off, and I get up. There's no wind outside, it's dead calm, and the swings are swinging by themselves. And I've heard other reports from other people that live in this little circle area, the same thing that they've seen. And on the other side, they've had spirits of Indians, and I don't know too many details about that on the other side, but just I found it really interesting. I'm not afraid, of course, not afraid of spirits. I feel that me and my daughter are protected, protected by Archangel Michael, Jesus, Yeshua, God, Source, the universe. So there you go, guys. Pretty spooky. Hope everyone has a happy and safe Halloween, and pay attention to your surroundings.